All right, let's talk about something that sends a little jolt of panic through anybody who's just spent good money on a vinyl wrap. You walk out to your car, you're getting in, and you notice it. A corner. Lifting. Maybe it's on the bumper, maybe it's the edge of a mirror cap, maybe it's right there by the door handle where your thumb goes 100 times a week. And your stomach drops because you're already doing the math on what this is going to cost you. So let's slow that down, because peeling isn't usually the disaster it looks like. But it does mean something specific, and understanding what it's telling you is the difference between a 45-minute fix and a whole panel getting redone. Here's the core of it. Peeling means the vinyl lost its grip on whatever's underneath it. That's it, that's the whole diagnosis at the highest level. And here's the part most people don't expect: it almost never starts in the middle of a flat panel. Film doesn't just decide to let go in the middle of your door. It starts at an edge, a seam, or a deep recess. Corners, handles, bumper rotunders, mirror caps. That's where you'll see it, and that's your first clue, because those are the spots where prep, paint condition, and installer technique all get tested at once. Let's walk through why it actually happens. Number 1, and this is the big one, the prep got rushed. Vinyl bonds to a clean surface, not a mostly clean surface. Clean, it doesn't bond to wax, it doesn't bond to polish residue. It doesn't bond to road film, and it definitely doesn't bond to the leftover adhesive gunk from an old dealership badge somebody peeled off in the parking lot. Anything sitting between the film and the paint creates a weak bond, and a weak bond gives out fast, sometimes within weeks. Real prep looks like this: a full wash, a chemical decontamination to pull out the stuff a wash won't touch, a clay treatment where the panel needs it, and then a final isopropyl alcohol wipe minutes before the film goes down, not the day before, minutes. If a shop skips steps in that chain to get you out the door faster, you're the one who pays for it later. Number 2, the paint underneath was already failing. This one catches people off guard. Vinyl sticks to paint, and paint has to stick to the panel. If your clear coat is already flaking, or a panel's carrying a cheap repaint from an old fender bender that never bonded properly, the wrap doesn't just lift. It lifts and takes paint with it. That's why a shop worth your money inspects every single panel before quoting you. A wrap built around your vehicle's actual condition will last. A wrap slapped over failing clear coat will not, no matter how good the film is or how skilled the installer's hands are. Number 3, and this is the quiet killer. The edges and recesses never got post-heated. So here's the thing about vinyl: it has memory. When an installer stretches film into a bumper recess or pulls it over a mirror cap, that film remembers being flat. It wants to go back. And unless it's heated to the correct temperature after it's laid down, it will slowly, patiently try to return to its original shape. That's what lifts a corner 3 months later. Not bad luck, physics. Post-heating locks the film where it sits. It's the step that makes the difference between a wrap that holds its edges for years and one that starts creeping in a season. And skipping it, one of the most common causes of peeling out there. It's invisible on day one, which is exactly why it gets cut. Number 4, the film itself was cheap. There are 2 broad categories here: calendared vinyl and cast film. Calendared is cheaper, and it shrinks noticeably as it ages. Cast film, think 3M, Avery Dennison, KPMF, stays dimensionally stable and holds an edge far better over a multi-year install. The price difference between film grades is real, sure, but so is the difference in how long it actually lives on your car. Number 5, Oklahoma. Specifically Oklahoma weather. A dark hood sitting on asphalt in an Oklahoma City July can pass 150 degrees at the surface. Then a January cold front rolls through and drops things 50 degrees in an afternoon. That constant expansion and contraction is working at every seam and every edge all year without a break. Cars that live outside year-round in the OKC Metro see edge lift sooner than garage-kept vehicles. That's not a knock on anybody's install. That's just what our climate does. And number 6, washing habits. A pressure washer held close and aimed straight at a seam will get under that film and lift it. It doesn't take long. Automatic tunnel washes with those spinning brushes catch edges the same way over and over every visit. Now let's get practical. What does the specific thing you're looking at probably mean? Corners lifting on bumpers or mirrors, that's almost always no post-heating or film that got overstretched. Usually fixable. Reheat and reseat that edge. Small bubbles on a flat panel, trapped air, or a contamination spot. Often vented and squeegeed out, sometimes that panel gets replaced. Film lifting with paint stuck to the back of it, that's your clear coat talking, not your wrap. Paint repair comes first, then a re-wrap. No shortcut there. Peeling near handles and door jambs, usually not enough wrapped edge or wash pressure getting in. Trim, clean, rebond, and a whole panel releasing within a few weeks of install. That's a prep failure, plain and simple. That's a full removal and reinstall, and it should be under warranty. Okay, so you've spotted it. What do you actually do in that moment? Stop washing that area, especially with any pressure at all. Second, and I know this is hard, do not pull on the loose film. Don't pick at it. A 1-inch lift becomes a whole panel faster than you'd believe. Take a photo of it. Go find your install date and what film brand was used, then call your installer. Most quality film carries a manufacturer warranty in the 5 to 7 year range, and installation workmanship is usually covered separately from that. So there's a decent chance you're covered. But get it handled quickly, because once dirt and moisture reach the adhesive, a simple receipt turns into a panel replacement. Time genuinely matters here. Can peeling be repaired? Often, yeah. An edge that lifted cleanly and stayed clean can be heated, cleaned, and pressed back down in under an hour. Bigger failures usually mean replacing the affected panel rather than the whole vehicle, which is straightforward on solid colors and satin finishes. It gets harder on printed graphics, where print batches can vary slightly in tone. Chrome and metallic finishes are the least forgiving of all. If a lifted section on a metallic install can't be saved, that panel gets redone. But there's a point where patching stops making sense. If multiple panels are lifting at the same time, the problem is systemic. Something went wrong across the whole job, and chasing it edge by edge is throwing money away. Removal, a proper adhesive cleanup, fresh install, that's the honest answer. And that's also the moment to rethink the setup. A full color change in a cast film, handled properly, will outlast a bargain install by years. Adding clear film on the hood and front bumper protects the areas taking the worst of the debris off I-35 and I-40. Keeping it from happening again is honestly not complicated. Hand wash with a wax-free soap and a soft mitt. Keep the pressure washer at least 18 inches back and never aim it into a seam. Skip brush-style automatic washes entirely. They're not worth the risk. Park in shade or a garage when you can, especially through summer. Address any small lift within days, not months. And choose cast film with an installer who post-heats every single edge. If you've got a corner lifting right now and you want a straight answer on whether it's a repair or a redo, that's what we do. This is Car Wrap Oklahoma City. We look at peeling wraps on vehicles we installed and on work done somewhere else, and we'll tell you plainly which one you're dealing with, no upsell. That covers custom work, daily drivers, and folks coming in from Edmond, Yukon, Moore, and Norman. Send us some photos or come by and let us take a look. Give us a call at 405-669-4371. That's 405-669-4371. We can usually give you a real number on cost before you even drive out.